Hi guys, it's just gone 11:15 here in London, Monday the 9th of March. Just doing this a bit earlier is obviously the clocks have changed in the US. We'll have a quick look over the markets as we've seen a 31% drop in oil from the weekend. Insane moves. You've got US equities currently limit down. The Russell the first to go that way before the Nasdaq down and S&P followed suit. Just having a quick look at oil here on the weekly chart. It's the lowest it has been since early 2016. You can see we were briefly in touch and distance of that low that we had back in January and February there. Around $26. We didn't quite make it, but we did on the spot to the similar level. Since then, we have had a bit of a rebound higher up towards 33.62, which is acting as a bit of a ceiling post where we open. So keep a close watch on that. And pretty much where we're trading now, you can see we're starting to develop a floor around 31.50. Below there could start to get a bit more ugly, you would imagine, down to $30, which along with the original low that we had last night, for me that's if we get below there, I think we get down to the $27 handle again relatively quickly. Above 33.62 you might see a faster move to the upside, but really it's going to be interesting to see the developments. On days like today, it's going to be very choppy. The ranges are going to be obviously a lot bigger. Volatility increases as the markets become slightly more illiquid. The S&P, you can see here, is going to remain limit down until we get to the US Open, 1:30 UK time, 8:30 US. Of course, the Dow Jones very similar, and also the Nasdaq, as you can see. The DAX not yet really giving a cue what might happen post 1:30. You can see we're at levels traded pretty much just after the open itself, around 8:30. We had a decent push following that, but we see similar kind of price action to oil in the way that we've also got this area of support, and the resistance levels were pretty key as well. So the markets are waiting in anticipation. As if I was a trader, I'd be doing the same thing here as well. So the DAX and much like US counterparts, if we can get below these lows, and like with oil, then we could perhaps look to get slightly more ugly. The yen has benefited this morning, but relatively range bound over the last hour or so. The market's really just waiting to see the developments that come through once things do open up. Of course, other points to be aware of. There's a good website here. I'm just going to transition my chart on the CME, where you can search the specific equity index. Let's just go for Dow Jones, for example, to show where the next limit downs could come. 7%, 13%, and incredibly, if we were to get 20% down a day, the market would shut for the rest of that as well. So yeah, CME group for that. Just having a look at the charts just to wrap things up for the S&P. Just some key levels to be aware of. Trading down here, the lows that we had from the beginning of August, and also February, March, that kind of point here in May 2019 would be all areas that I'd be looking to consider as places where you could still have a bit of support. However, it's going to be really interesting in just over 2 hours when the market opens, just to see which direction things do go.